What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Meatballs SOS. Thank you for joining me tonight. Tonight, for those of you that like to maybe hike, maybe are part of a mag group, so many guys are Minutemen, I've got something very interesting we're going to talk about. It's the load-bearing vest. So, here is my setup. Now, got your AR pouch, which can be used for anything really. Got another one over here. Canteen. Okay, these are plastic. For those of you that know, the metal canteens, if they're cheap, here's the thing, guys. Metal canteens, if they're cheap metal in the winter, what happens to the metal when it freezes? It expands. So if it's a cheap metal canteen, they will rip apart. The plastic ones actually hold up pretty darn good. With that being said, it all depends too on the type of cover you're rocking. If your cover is insulated or not. Mine is insulated for obvious reasons. We have snow and cold temperatures in the wind around here. Moving right along. Let's see here. Got myself a pair of binoculars by Loophole. Got myself a IFAC first aid kit. Butt pack, all sorts of goodies in it. Now there's a piece of equipment on here that I'm really excited to show you guys. Right here. Alright, so this is my Helicontacts map. This is my land nav kit right here. And attached to it is this little carabiner, but it's not just any carabiner. This carabiner here, give me 1 second. Stay with me now. I don't edit my videos, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with the craziness. Check out this carabiner. Look familiar? Battle box subscription people. Yeah, you guys probably got one of these. This is Outdoor Element. It's a survival carabiner is what it is. Okay, you've got your little wheel. So you look at that flint wheel. Works great. Got a little glass break. Okay, you got your little, see that? Little tools right here for oxygen. 1/4 inch hex. Alright, here, as you can see, you have, I don't know if you can see it from that angle. Let me turn it this way maybe. There we go. Aha. Look at that seatbelt, like a little seatbelt cutter. Okay. Now, this thing is pretty sweet. I happen to like this a lot. It's not for climbing, but it holds your gear. It's a cool little piece to have on hand, especially if you're going to have this kind of a kit, this kind of a setup. Probably the best thing from BattleBox. I'm not here to bash BattleBox, but I'm disappointed with BattleBox. I had a subscription to BattleBox, and this is probably the best thing they gave me. So if this is the best thing they gave me, that's saying something. I wrote them a letter, when I left, and I pulled out of their subscription. I wasn't too happy with some of their stuff. A lot of it was just things that made no sense. Selling me their version of like survival food. Well, I don't need their version of survival food. A camp table, a little folding camp table, which okay, that's nice, but it's not really a wow factor. I can get a little camp table out of a piece of wood that fell in the forest, and I could just harvest it and make it with my Corona. I mean, I'm not wowed by anything really from that company. Except this wowed me. This, and that was about it, unfortunately. But anyways, so there's that. All right, I just have it strapped here. This is still a work in progress. I'm not too crazy. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it now. I'm just gonna link this back up, throw this in the butt pack later. But yeah, that's the butt pack in a nutshell. I'm a bigger guy, hobbyist, so I went with some extra linkage. I think it gives you about 3 inches per link, so, or per extension, cumbersome, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, let's see what else. This is just a rough setup. Like I said, I mean, I've got it set up kind of half-hearted. I really didn't put a lot of time and energy into it. It's just set up to, you know, for the basics, to go, grab and go. The mag pouches are empty, but I'll be setting those up later. Got some face paint, face camo. Obviously, this is something happens, situation. You know, we're grabbing this, we're in the field, like whatever. Got a little gun cleaning kit that I keep. And if you're looking at this meatball, where'd you get some of this stuff? eBay, baby. Prepper's best dream, best friend. See my little kit, gun cleaning kit. See, got a little oil dispenser in there. You got some brass pipe cleaners, patches, and then you got the bars that go with. And then obviously there's room you could add stuff to it. This is basic, very basic stuff. I mean, you don't need to get too crazy with it. As long as you have the basics. Oil and the brush. Toothbrush. There's a reason why they use toothbrushes. I use toothbrush. Especially the dog toothbrushes are the best. Roadmap, especially the state you live in, you're going to want a roadmap. I don't believe this is a topographical version. No, it's not. It's just your basic roadmap, which we'll get into topographical maps, the reasons for them, the purpose for land nav and all that stuff, and we'll do a land nav segment. That'll probably be a longer video. You guys are going to have to stick with me on that one. Land nav can be taught in a day, but it can't be learned in a day, if that makes sense. I could teach it in a day, but you will not learn it in a day. Land nav is, it takes time to learn the right way. But we'll get to that later. This is just a little Stanley cook set. So check this out. Boom, got your handle. All right. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. Ooh, it's plastic. Me and my buddies on the fire. Lid. Take it off. Some Joe, some soup, whatever you want. It's surviving, baby. Things are going to be tough. They don't need to be harder. Prep now. Because when things go south and you don't have the right gear, well, you're going to wish you did. These are just, these are my goggles for my helmet, my turtle shell. If I can get out of the protective sleeve. There we go. Oh, I packed this tight. I don't want to rip it either. Alright, there we go. These are a Wiley X, as you can see. See that? Why do you have goggles, meatball? It's for the desert. Oh. Let me tell you something. The Midwest, especially if you're on a farm, get a lot of dust. Or if you're, you know, somebody like me in construction who's, you know, on a brand new job, you know, you got stuff going on, blowing around. But meatball, what does that got to do with something happens? Well, I'm just saying, you never know. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So these are definitely a good asset. Get these on. There we go. Okay, freaking sausage fingers. Anyways, all right, let's put that off to the side. Got my map. What else I got in here? I got my compass. Oh yeah, my compass. You guys can tell I like surplus. It's cheap. So, alright. Got my little compass here. 1 second. This thing's... Okay, there we go. Okay. See that? Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Close that up. Now, it does you no good to have a compass if you don't know how to use it. So, when we do land nav, I think I'll break it up on how to use a compass, and then I'll do the features of a map, and then we'll combine the two. Obviously, there's a little more. It's a little more involved than just that. And that is exactly why I have the Army's intro to land nav. I think it's 2011 edition. So we got our trusty little compass. I'll just take everything back out. Alright. What else do we got in here? It's like the endless bag. I love it. We're going on 11 minutes here. I'll speed it up. Washcloth, because you never know. Aqua tabs. Get a good look at that. 2-part system. Purify your water. More land nav equipment. This is to help you set your distance, your bearing. First aid survival guide, and a good pair of medical scissors. I believe this is North American Rescue. Yes, they sure are. These are great. These are really great. What else? Probably gonna strap it with a billy band later, but got an emergency blanket. Look at this. You can find these for a pack of 5 on Amazon. Got a family? Pack of 5 for like $8. These are great. Here, don't die in the woods. See? Emergency blanket. And they make emergency shelters too. So, Bigfoot bushcraft. Ooh, I gotta do a separate review on this. This is God. Bigfoot bushcraft. They make amazing stuff. Absolutely. Oh God. I'm gonna disappear in gear here, guys. Oh. They make amazing stuff. Valentine's Day, for whatever reason, the owner must love Valentine's Day. That's where I get all my sales. I come across some amazing sales for Valentine's Day from that website. But anyways, that is my LBV, my load bearing vest. Again, it's not set up properly. I'm still missing a key component in my butt pack, shelter. So I will be adding shelter to that kit. Again, like I said, it's not ideal. It's not properly put together, but just to kind of give you a rundown and a look at how I do it and what works for me. So, with that being said, it also goes with my Alice, baby. Good combination. As always, stay safe, guns up, and good night.